Okay, and this is Dark Summoner. This is a game from Japanese developer A-Team. Has some pretty cool pre-recorded graphics. The illustration and artwork is also not so bad, but these little movie clips are probably the best graphics that it has to offer. Um, Now, if you've played any of these Japanese card battle games, you've probably played them all. There's a little bit of a debate as to how much they vary. For example, Rage of Bahamut is not that different from this. Um, you can add allies in Dark Summoner and get points for each one that you add. There's missions, battles. You can sort of summon new monsters that you collect. The object of the game is to collect all of these monsters, and you can see a few of the ones that I've saved here. They sort of vary in rarity, the amount of battle points. So the object of the game obviously is to collect the rarest, most powerful cards that you can then take into battle against other players or on missions. And you know, I don't know if everybody's gonna get into these kind of card battle games. They are kind of fun, but they do take a little while to get into. I've been playing this one for about a week, and there's still a lot about it that I don't know. You can sacrifice sort of low power cards to level up high power cards like this one, um, and you have a sort of a limited amount of cards that you can hold. So it's sort of in your best interest to get rid of some of the lower ones in order to power up your more rare, your more powerful cards. Now they recently, Dark Summoner recently reached the 5 million player plateau, so they have a little sort of promotion in game here. This is the mission screen, and this is sort of the very basic tap 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 card battle mechanic. There's not a lot to it. You just sort of tap to progress through it and collect cards and achievements as you go. And this part, on the one hand, you might see it as very boring, and in relation or in comparison to some other games, it is pretty boring. But on the other hand, if you look at it from a different point of view, if you're it is a very casual game, and if you're on a train or if you're sort of waiting for a bus, this kind of a game is not so bad, and I do play it a little bit in these in between times. So it's in that respect, it's pretty good. But if you're looking for a more deep gaming experience, this is probably not what you're looking for. You can battle against other players here. Now, with all of these, you can view the battle, or you can just skip the battle. I'll give you a look at the battle scene and how it appears. I'm probably going to lose this one because I'm sort of outmatched. You can see just by looking at the stats up top that I don't really have much of a chance here. Although it's kind of close, but yeah, most likely I'm going to lose here. Yeah, I'm in trouble, obviously. So you can get an idea for how the card battle game goes, and you have a certain amount of cards in your formation, and you take them into battle against other players. Now you can also summon cards, and this usually requires some allied points. Nah, this card is kind of crappy. But anyway, after a certain time, you can collect enough cards and sacrifice them and sort of build up your most powerful cards. Here's a sort of overview of cards that you've collected. I haven't done too much, so I just have a few of the lower ranked cards. When you look at the higher ranked ones, I only have a couple. But it's an interesting new game genre, and whether or not you're into it or not, it's up to you. There's sort of a big debate as to whether or not these games are interesting. I think they are for a lot of people. Obviously, if 5 million people are playing this one, it's certainly interesting to a few. So check it out, Dark Summoner from A Team.